Welcome to episode 3 of the Whole Boss Podcast, helping female entrepreneurs have more wealth, health, and optimized living every day in their life and business. And if we're meeting for the first time, I'm Latrice Folks Jones, your host and biz nurturer, helping you to take care of your business while taking care of yourself. So today we are talking about not your average business planning, and we will be using a feminine, holistic approach to planning. So when you're building a business holistically, there are some other things that you need to take into consideration when planning. Traditional business plans include things like SWOT analysis, competition analysis, executive summaries, marketing analysis, financial projections, etc. But while we're not throwing all of that out of the window, we are simplifying it and using a more feminine, holistic approach to business planning to make the process more intuitive, fulfilling, and also make sure that our needs are met in the process. So, a whole boss sets up their business to be scalable, leveraged, and impactful. So, what that means is that your business can grow and become more profitable without negatively impacting on the quality of your services, your time freedom, or your health and happiness. That's what's important because you don't want to get burnt out by business. All right. So, one of the core foundational principles of being a whole boss is creating a you-centered business with client-centered products and services. Okay, so this means that your business should be a reflection of your true desires, your highest passions, your best talents, and it should also make room for other things that are most important to you. Things like self-care, things like family, travel, other things that's important, like every day and night and hour, you should not be like just working in your business and not being able to have a life. And that's not usually possible for us as female entrepreneurs anyway, because we got a lot going on. We don't have that luxury. Okay. But we're going to go through the main components of creating this holistic plan. And I actually have a fillable PDF version of this plan inside of the free Whole Boss BizStartHER Kit at wholeboss.com/starter kit, but just regular starter kit. And there's also a link in the show notes, but there is a PDF version of this business plan in there. So basically, this business plan is broken into two parts. The part of that is for the you-centered business part, and the part that is client-centered services. Okay. So if you are looking at the, it also has a video in there that explains how to use this business plan. But if you're looking at it now, if you download it, the starter kit, and you scroll down, I guess it's to about page 10. It's like page 10 on there with the business plan, but it's separated into two areas. So the first area, we're going to focus on the things that you want, the things that you need in business, when you're beginning the planning process. All right. So the very first thing that you want to ask yourself in this particular plan is, who are you? Who are you? What are you bringing to the table? List your passions, your desires, your experience, your expertise, your talents, etc. The things that matter to you, your principles. Who are you as a person? List those things out, because these are the things that's going to make you more unique. These are the things that are going to connect with your ideal clients and stuff like that. And it's going to also help you to get a little bit clearer about how you want to set up your business. Nobody wants to set up a business that they hate working in. Okay. Because if not, we could have just worked somebody else's job and just played by their rules. Okay. So the next question that you want to ask yourself is, how do you actually want to serve? How do you want to serve? What is going to be your business model? All right. What business model will you choose and, to set up and run your business? This is going to be based on your personality, your goals, your desires, as well as your clients' needs. but you need to take that into consideration when you're setting up your business model. So I had a few here that you could consider, some different business models that you consider. There's a ton of them, but we have one-on-one coaching, we have group coaching, we have online courses, we have membership sites, speaking or live events, physical products, authors, books, affiliate marketing or MLM, which is multi-level marketing. And there's there's a lot of different ways that you could set up your business. I would say, the best business, like if you want to be a whole boss and having that leveraged, scalable business, would be one that is a digital business, something that you can have more control of your time freedom, leverage your business. And that's going to be things like online courses, group coaching, digital products, and things like that. Because one-on-one coaching is great when you're getting started, or to give a higher level of personalization to people at higher price points. But in a scalable way, it's not really scalable because there's only a certain amount of hours in the day. All right. So when we're thinking about creating businesses, we want to create businesses that you can scale. All right. So the next thing that you want to think about after you think about, how do you want to serve, what your business model is who do you want to serve? So you think that may be in the client centered, but who you want to serve, like who do you actually want to work with? That depends on you, because like everybody is not going to be a good fit for you. Everybody's not going to have the same beliefs. They're not going to have the same way that they approach things, or, even resonate with you like that. All right. And you don't want to be stuck in a business that you're working with people who's not going to, appreciate your unique intelligence or unique part of you. So who do you want to serve? Who's your ideal client? Describe them. What type of people do you want to work with or feel that you can best serve from your training and experiences, and also that you enjoy working with? Where are they hanging out, etc. So when you think about that and get clear about who your ideal client is, think about who it is that you may want to work with. Like I work with female entrepreneurs because, I've been an entrepreneur for like over 25 years. And I've been through so many things with, being single, with children, a single mother, being married, working brick and mortar businesses. So it's like just a very big part of me. And I feel like, we need to be able to create businesses or create ways to make money where we can also be at home, taking care of our children, watching them grow, spending time in our family, being able to cook if you choose to, and just take care of your household and things like that, so that we can have, I would say, the best of both worlds. You're not subjugated to, being, and I would say positions, relationships, all those things, because you can still take care of yourself and do what you have to do, but you can also be able to nurture our children, nurture our families and stuff, because that's very important. It's very important. Okay. So nextly, inside of your youth-centered business, how much money do you want to make? What's your money goal? What is your revenue goal for the year or for the quarter? You know what I'm saying? This is going to be based on your financial obligations, the cost of running your business, and your financial goals. Knowing this number will also help you to know how much to charge for your products, how many clients that you need to get, and need to get to reach your goals, etc. So you want to think about how much it is that you actually want to make. What would make you feel like you're more financially secure or financially free? So think about those things and get clear about what that is that you want and what you need. And then the next thing in a youth-centered business is your time goal. Managing your time is very important. That's why it's critical that you make your business as scalable and leveraged as possible. So again, that means that your business can grow and become more profitable without the quality of your services, your time freedom, or your health and happiness suffering. That's important. So how many hours per week do you want to work in your business? Because working 8 18 hours a day, is too much. That's going to like negatively affect and impact your quality of life. So taking into consideration, how much time do you want to work, a day? All right. So that's it for the first part of the business plan. So that's your you-centered business. You're getting clear about who you are. You're getting clear about how you want to serve, who you want to serve, how much money you want to make, how much time that you want to invest in your business. And a note about time, because in the beginning of your business, things are going to take longer. It's going to take more time to set things up. So you may be working a few long hours, but the focus is going into your systems and things that's going to help your business actually operate smoother, or you'll be able to hand things off to employees or virtual assistants and stuff like that to help you to run your business more and get more done in a less amount of time. So I don't want you to feel like, oh, you're not going to have to do anything. You're going to run your whole business with 5 hours a week and stuff like that. I mean, I'm not saying it's not totally impossible and stuff like that, but being realistic, especially in the beginning when you're starting your business and planning your business, it's going to take more time because there's more learning curves. Things are going to take longer, especially if you're doing them for the first time. So, be easy on yourself, okay? But I'm just giving you like the ultimate goals of being a whole boss and having things more streamlined, systemized, ritualized, habitized, all of those things. So things move, easier on a consistent basis, and we're not burning out, falling out, and, not being able to like enjoy the fruits of our labor. All right. So now we're into the client-centered part, the client-centered services. So we're going in a little bit deeper. This is all about your clients, okay? It's all about your clients, how you will serve your ideal clients, because a successful business is not just about you. Now we're putting ourselves as a consideration into this business, but it's not just about you. It's the sweet spot between getting your needs met and meeting the needs of your clients. So let's talk about what our clients need, okay? Your business success greatly depends on getting and keeping clients. So you want your products and services to be something that solves their problems, something that they need, that they want, that's going to help them to reach their goals and get them from point to A to point B, So the first thing is looking at your ideal clients' struggles. What are their struggles? What are their biggest fears? What are their questions, or what are their desires that you can actually solve, based on your knowledge, experiences, and expertise, okay? So your product should be speaking to the biggest problems, or their biggest problems, or their greatest desires, okay? So how can you help them solve their problems or help them get what they want? You know what I'm saying? How can you help your ideal clients solve their problems or help them get what they want? Okay. So you want to write that down. Like, what are they struggling with? What questions might they have? Okay. And so you want to create your products based on solving those problems, based on your expertise and, your experiences, your perspectives, and things like that. All right. So you want to create offers that can grow with your clients. So inside of the business plan, you want to create things that is going to help them solve their problems, but you want to create kind of like a hierarchy. I call it a nurture ladder. People call it offer tree. There's a lot of things people call it. I just call it a nurture ladder because you're nurturing your clients so that they can grow with you. So you want to have like whatever your signature main core offer. I mean, that can be like a course, a membership, a group coaching program. It could be anything, that is going to help to bring a transformation, that's going to help to get your ideal people from point A to point B. You may want to have a lower like intro type offer, and a higher end offer that people can work with you, a little bit more one-on-one, have more access to you and things like that. And it's at different price ranges so that you're helping people through wherever their journey is, because everybody don't start with, like all of this money in the bank, all of these things like that. So that's why you have free things. So I'm going to say your freebie as well, or your lead magnet, things that attract people and get them to enter in their email address so that you can nurture them and stuff like that. All of that is important. That is also an offer. So people who are not at the level, you can still help them because you can help to shift their perspective. You can help them know what, they need to focus on and what they need to do. You know what I'm saying? Or what they can do, I'm going to say, because they don't need to or have to do anything. There's so many ways to get to success, success, as you can see. But it helps when you have like a proven system, or, somebody else has done it before you, or you can help people to get to it easier and stuff. Because when you're building a business, it can be hard. It's hard work. It's going to be hard work. It's going to be a lot of learning. It's going to be a lot of, getting to know yourself, getting to know your clients, getting to know your products and services. That everything is not going to be successful. There's going to be some failures, but we're going to keep failing forward, and we're going to put ourselves out there, and we're going to put our hearts out there, and we're going to help the people that we need to help. But anyway, lastly, the last part of the business plan for the client-centered services is your content. Your content. How will you reach your ideal clients? How are you going to attract them so that they know that you even have anything to offer them? So the way that you can do that is with your content. So I'm doing that right now with this podcast. So this is a form of content, part of my core content, because there's different types of content that you can focus on, but we're going to focus on like your core content. You have social media where you're doing like little blurbs, engaging content. You have things like your emails or newsletters. You have ads. You have just the regular static content that's on your website and stuff, but you need to think about your content, and your content needs to speak directly to your ideal client's needs, to their problems, to their desires, to, their journey, where they're at, and all that kind of stuff, because that is going to help them to connect to what it is that you're having to say. So, it's all about them. But that's the business plan, basically. You're creating a business plan. You're doing planning. That's only one part of planning. That's kind of seeing more of the big picture. That's looking at how you're setting up your business in the first place. But then you also have other planning. You have, planning for the year, quarterly planning, weekly planning, daily planning, because a plan is going to help to keep you on track. The planning is going to help you to have more strategy in your business, so you're not willy-nilly creating random products, services, content and stuff that's not connecting, that's not holistic, that's not tying into who you are, So all of those things are important. And so if you look at this business plan in that way, then it kind of covers everything. But so one more thing about the content, you want to choose the content based on your strengths and stuff. So video, for instance, is awesome. I feel like everybody needs video in their business. It helps people to see who you are, your quirks and stuff. It doesn't have to be perfect. I'm not perfect, doesn't have to be proper English. You don't have to be, looking the best, lashed up, all that kind of stuff every time. It's just a way to connect with people, to show your authenticity, to show who you are. You may not be for everybody, but you're for somebody. There's somebody else that the words that come out of your mouth is going to resonate with, so we have to put ourselves out there. But on the other side of it, you can do a podcast, you could do a podcast. They could listen to your voice, and things like that. It doesn't have to be a video, it doesn't have to be a video. By the way, this podcast is also a visual podcast, so you'll be able to see it on YouTube as well. So if you want to look at my face, then you can also, tune into YouTube and stuff. So I decided to do it both ways, because I'm halfway comfortable on camera, even though I can't judge myself and stuff just like everybody else. But in general, my heart is to be able to help female entrepreneurs to have better businesses, and in turn better lives, and take better care of themselves and their family, and get our stuff together, honey. So in general, like, the content is also something that your ideal client should resonate with as well. Okay. So what else? That is about it. So inside of my Whole Boss Academy that I am opening up, on a membership like platform as well. It's coming like this week. We will do quarterly virtual planning retreats that we will plan like each 90 days. So as you know, the year is broken down into quarter for business. Your finances and stuff is usually like you're reviewing them like each quarter. So we will have a planning session to because you can plan for the year, and plan for the year and have all of these goals and stuff, but things shift. We could see that from last year with, what was going on and everything that happened in the world, that things have to be shifted, you know what I'm saying, and pivoted and all that kind of stuff. So sometimes planning too far in advance, can be a detriment instead of a benefit. You could kind of take a look at the big picture and where you want to go, but you have to keep going smaller and smaller and honing in to actually get things done, to go from idea to action, to create an action plan. You want to look at the big picture and then go smaller, go to your quarters to see like what are you launching for the next 90 days? What content are you creating that is going to support what you're launching and support your clients in getting those results during that 90 days, So that's what we're going to be doing in the whole CEO virtual planning retreat that is being held this Saturday. And it's a 1-day online experience that is held quarterly to help you to create your own personal roadmap to plan your business to have more time, energy, and profit. Because we're planning scalable businesses. We're planning businesses that, also nurtures us, that, helps us to reach our goals and dreams and create legacies and stuff without falling out, without burning out. All right. And so we'll be creating your you plan, all right, to make sure that you're taking care of yourself, taking care of your household and things like that. We'll be creating your profit plan, how you're going to be making that money, and creating your client plan, and that's how you're serving your clients, the content that you're creating, how you're managing them, how you're onboarding them into your programs and stuff like that. And, so that you can have your next 90 days profitable 90 days with ease. And it's okay if you're like just getting started, or if you're already a seasoned entrepreneur, you will get something out of this planning virtual session. Okay. So if you want more information about that, there will be a link inside of the show notes. All right. So that you can learn more about that. So I enjoyed it. Remember, when you're planning your business, consider yourself, consider your whole person, consider your desires, consider, creating time and making time for self-care, for spending time with family and stuff like that. We talked a little bit more about that when we were talking about time and stuff and scheduling and using calendars. Schedule those things into your schedule, because they're not something that, should be like an afterthought. That should be something that you should take into consideration when planning your business, especially as a female entrepreneur, because we can't just let those other things go by the wayside. Our children need us. Our families need us, all right? We need ourselves. So we got to take care of ourselves. That's number one priority, is to make sure that we are putting systems and stuff in place, that we're making sure that we're taking care of ourselves so that we can have the energy to do all the things and be great. All right. So until next time, y'all, I enjoyed it, and I will see you in I'll see you next week, actually. So have a wonderful rest of your day, and peace.